What up? It's your boy Anon. Today I'm dying inside. We here just to talk, like always, cause that's what I like doing, talking and rapping. By the way, new song out now. Couple new songs out now. A lot of new songs out right now. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't even drop an album. I just dropped a bunch of songs for no apparent reason, other than just to drop a bunch of songs. Believe in My Greatness and Kxng's Revival. First song produced by Young Nab, the man who produced Still No Love. Second song produced by me, yours truly. It's up to you to figure out which one is which. That's all I'm gonna say. Jobs. For some reason, these are things we need in life because it helps us get the things we actually need in life. Isn't that weird? For example, we get a job so we can get money, so we can get food and water and a place to live. Those are things we actually actually need in life. Without those things, we would not be alive. You would die without food, water, and some shelter. Isn't that crazy? But that's the world we live in. But how crazy as that is, let's talk about why jobs are soul snatching. Jobs can be draining physically, as we all know, but can also be draining mentally, as we all know. Through just some experiences of mine, or just trying to strive and work hard at that job that doesn't want you to achieve, because everybody's kind of stuck in that mind state of just like, it's work, we gonna come in, work, and go home, and then come back, it didn't work. It's just that rat race where you just lose sight of everything. It just puts you in that rat race, and some people just don't want to. They just refuse. They fight it. They just like, okay, I'm gonna just get this job temporarily, and just I'm gonna make this a lick. You know what I'm saying? That was my mindset when I first started my past job. It's just gonna be a quick lick. Come in here, stack my bread up. You know what I'm saying? Save some money, invest, do what I gotta do, and get out. But eventually, you kind of lose focus. You can easily lose focus when the people around you have no focus. You know what I'm saying? Throughout my time, I've had many side hustles: online t-shirt stores, anonymous tees, link down below, stock investing, music, down below, food delivery. I sold shoes for a little bit on what was the name of that app? It's an app that you can go on and you can just, it's kind of like Facebook Marketplace, but it's an app that's only the marketplace. It's not Facebook. What's the app called? When I remember it, I'll put it somewhere around here. Whatever to get me some extra money on the side. I'll work this job, and with that free time after the job, I'm gonna hustle and get money on the other side, which I'm about to get into that bag again. You hear me? But sometimes when they kind of throw something at you, especially when you've never had, when the most money you've had has never been a certain amount of money, when they throw a certain number to you that you've never seen, you just kind of like, what? Nah, I gotta, you know what I'm saying, get the bag, you know what I'm saying? But all money ain't good money, you know what I'm saying? That hustle I had, it seemed to motivate the job to kind of bring me in more, you know what I'm saying?
See, look, I got this little hole in my thing, so my hair is sticking out through the thing. That's just distracting.
So Jesus Christ. Fuck. With the hustle that I had, it only seemed to motivate the job to take even more of my time because I was a good, hardworking man for my age. Is what they would say. So when I say that, it's like jobs, because you're good at your job, the job wants you to be there more. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of the opposite of what most people want. It's not that we want more time here, it's what we want. We want more money here. But they always flip it. They're going to give you more hours for the same money. Which, no, if you want me to come in more, give me more money. Don't be like, oh no, you'll make more money when you come in more. No, give me more money when I come in more. If you paying me, just throwing them out there, you pay me $10 an hour, and I'm only working 20 hours, but you like how I work. Hey, we're going to give you 40 hours, but we're going to keep you at the same pay. So I'm working harder and longer for the same amount if I didn't work harder and longer. I'm gonna get more money, but only because math is a thing. So it got to the point I was making decent money for my age, as they say, because they always say that to kind of belittle you wanting more money. Like, whenever you want more money, they'll always say, but you're making good money for your age, especially when you're young. You know what I'm saying? I'm 20, 21 years old, not now, but 20, 21 years old, and I'm like, man, I'm trying to get out of here. And they're like, well, when I was your age, I didn't make that much money. Well, yeah, inflation is a thing. It got to the point that I was making decent money for my age, but I didn't have very much time, which is just, when you're young, they say you have all the time in the world. But when all the time in the world is taken up by work, you don't have all the time in the world. And that all the time in the world, every day becomes shorter and shorter. And of course, it multiplies in the shortness the older you get. And I'm not getting any younger. So take that how you may. But I would ignore these things for weeks or months at a time. As far as these things, I would ignore my store and my music sometimes. And I wouldn't ignore my music as much because music is like my therapy. But I would ignore my store, ignore doing deliveries, ignore the stocks. Like, it's just certain things I would just, because I gotta work, I gotta stay focused on work, I gotta show up on time, I gotta do this, I gotta keep doing that. But as I did those things, it was as if everything else started crumbling with it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I felt, okay, I'm on a good path. I'm doing this business. I'm working on this. I'm investing in this. And I'm working this job and this and that. But the more I was working this job, the less time I had on these. And it was like, because those things were moving away, that position I felt like I was moving up towards financially started to dwindle with it, because I ignored my other sources of income almost. I kind of abandoned them. I won't say abandoned them, but I felt like I abandoned them for this one source of income, which you should never do. If you have multiple sources of income, one of them is going to really blow. Even though one may be paying you more, if it's a 9 to 5, it's not good enough. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a 9 to 5. It's not your thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you have 4, 5, 6 sources of income, even if they're not making you as much money as your 9 to 5, keep working on them in your free time, because eventually they will. Because guess what? You have full control over whether it succeeds or it doesn't. Whereas your job has full control of whether you succeed or you don't. They can fire you at any moment, which I'm going to get into later. I thought I was in a good place, but at the same time, I knew that this was still the bottom of the totem pole. I knew that, yeah, I'm good right now, because that's like I said, that you make good money for your age. That's just a way to belittle your mindset and to make you think that you shouldn't ask for more than what you're already getting because you're young and shut up. You know what I'm saying? So I knew that, yeah, I'm making good money for my age, but guess what? There's way more money, and there's people my same age that is way richer than me. You know what I'm saying? So no, I'm not stopping here. I gotta go and get more, keep getting more. I knew that there was things a million times better than where I was, and I stayed at that 9 to 5 because it was giving me the money, or some of the money that I wanted. And I continued to fall into that rat race. I started to become that. I started to fall into the circle of, I'm gonna just show up to work, I'm miserable here, I don't want to be here, but guess what? It pays the bills, blah, blah, blah. I started to fall into that thing. So I started becoming miserable, and I just started feeling socially lost. It felt like I was working so much, I didn't know how to do anything but work, or communicate with anything that had nothing to do with work, or just talk to people. You know what I'm saying? Because it was just like, I'm working all the time. I don't know what's going on in your life. I don't know what's the popping trend right now. I don't know what's going on TikTok and Instagram. I don't know what's going on. That's pretty much what life became. I'm working. I don't know what's going on. When all you do is work and you don't know what's going on, you seem older than you actually are. You know what I'm saying? And that's a lot of people, especially women, always thought I was older than I already am, because older than I already am. Is that right? But a lot of women would think that I'm older than I really was. I think that's the right way to say it, because my facial hair, which I shaved recently, but it's coming back. My facial hair, I didn't really act like most of the people around my age, and I never knew what was going on with the people around my age. Musically, because I'm a music person, I would be a little more aware. If that was one thing, like whoever's the poppin' rappers is, I would kind of know who they is. But some people be like, you know what I'm saying? But in that aspect. But TikTok and all the other stuff, I wouldn't really know much about that because I'm working and I don't really like talking to people like that. You know what I'm saying? But it started to feel to a point where I didn't feel like me. I didn't feel like myself because I was spending so much time at work, grind, get the money. You know what I'm saying? To the point where it was just like, and it wasn't. I wouldn't say the get the money part was the part that made me feel lost, but it was more of the 9 to 5, the job part that made me feel lost. You know what I'm saying? Because when that takes up so much of your when that 9 to 5, which it wasn't 9 to 5 because you're there all day. You know what I'm saying? When that job begins to take up so much of your time, it also starts to take up a lot of your brain power. It starts to, because now all you think about is work. All you think about is work. I gotta wake up for work. I gotta do this for work. Oh, I gotta get this for work. Oh man, my shoes getting tore up. I gotta go buy some more shoes for work. I gotta do this for work. You know what I'm saying? To where it's just like all you could think about is I gotta get to work. Okay, I'm at work. Can't wait till I get off work. Okay, now I'm off work. Now I gotta go to sleep so I can go back to work. Even on your off days, you pretty much thinking, okay, I gotta do this stuff, but I gotta make sure that it don't interfere with me being late for work. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, and on your off days, you probably sleeping a little longer. You're using up most of your off day for work. But more of the story is, money isn't everything. Literally everything is a business. The iPad that I record my music on, and that I'm currently recording this video on, is owned by Apple, which is a business that makes product. The software that I'm about to use to edit this is a business. Everything's a business. I don't know what I'm trying to say. This light, this was bought. iPad, this was bought and sold. This stand, bought and sold, or sold and bought, whatever. This TV, this wall, these lights, this shirt, these glasses, this thing that I'm wearing on my head. Everything, money is connected to everything. The smallest and most minuscule things, this microphone, these soundproof paddings, lights. I don't know if I said lights already, but it's all profitable. It's all ways to make money. If these small little things, this little baby water bottle, if these small little things can be sold, why do you think that you can't be the seller? Why do you think that something that you really want to do cannot be sold? You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, we willingly give up our freedom, our financial freedom, our freedom of time, our freedom of thought, just all our freedom. We give it up for money because we think that's how the only way we can get money is by just giving up everything else. But the thing is, the things that we buy with the money that we give up, with the money that we give our time and energy for, is the most basic things that you can think of. There's so many things that you look at. Why didn't I think of that? I could be rich if I actually thought of that. But no, I'm cooped up in this office all day doing nonsense for 40 grand a year or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like anything. So why is it like these things that we're passionate about? We want to be singers. We want to be musicians. We want to sell cakes, sell flower boards. We want to just do creative things that make us happy. I want to write not me, but I want to write a book. I want to paint. I want to do this and that. All these things are things everything that you want to do, someone made millions of dollars off of doing the exact same thing. Now, the chances of you being a millionaire off it is slim. But the chances of you being a millionaire, becoming a millionaire from your job is even more slim. And that's a fact. Most jobs isn't going to make you a millionaire unless you are the corporate, like CEO of a big company. Like even the multi-million-dollar companies, usually the higher ups in that corporate aren't multi-millionaires because the company's multi-million-dollar, so they're not going to give you multi-million. You understand what I'm saying? Like if I run a company and it's worth $5 million, most of the people, I'm not worth $5 million. I run a company that's worth $5 million. I might be worth $5 million, but like say my vice president, he might not be a multi-millionaire. He may make 6 figures, but he's not multi-million because the business is, you understand what I'm saying? I'm just rambling right now. I know it sounds basic to say that anyways, as far as money isn't everything, you just need to find your thing. It sounds basic, but you don't want to fall victim to the rat race if you feel that isn't you. 9 to 5 isn't for everybody. And if it's for you, that's okay. You know, it's safe. Even though most states, including mine, Louisiana, have laws that say your job doesn't have to have a real reason to fire you. So pretty much every day you go to work, there's a 50-50 chance you could get fired. Which, if you put it in the perspective of if I go do my own thing, it's the exact same percentage. There's a 50-50 chance that you either fail or succeed. Either way, you're taking the same chances. But people don't want to depend on themselves as much as they want to depend on someone else, even though you can fail either way. You can hit rock bottom either way. Never let the job take your soul. Never let the job take you away from your friends, take you away from your family, take you away from what makes you you. You know what I'm saying? You want to work hard so they pay you more money for less time, because that's what makes sense. That's what everybody wants. You know what I'm saying? It may be hard, and a lot of jobs will be like, no, what do you think this is? But that's really the goal. That's what they say. They say, oh, being an entrepreneur, you got to work 80 hours a week and this and that, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, you got to work hard to be an entrepreneur. But at the same time, the work is usually something you actually want to do. You know what I'm saying? Most entrepreneurs, they become business owners in something, a project or experiment that they're really dedicated to. So they're more willing to give 80 hours to it. When it comes to a 9 to 5, you may have a little interest in that field, but it's just a check. You know what I'm saying? Let me just jump into this and let me just work. You're not going to work 80 hours for a 9 to 5 with somebody breathing over your neck, telling you what to do, how to do it, when to do it, where to do it. You know what I'm saying? But if you're in full control, you have no problem giving 80 hours a week, especially if 80 hours a week for 5 years makes you $100 million. Let's go. If I ask the average person, hey, if you could work for yourself for 80 hours a week for 5 years and you're guaranteed $100 million, would you do it? I'm pretty sure most people would say, yeah. Now, if you told somebody you got to work 80 hours a week for somebody else for 5 years and you're only making $50,000 every single year, would you do it? No. Some people may say yeah because it may be more money than they've ever seen. But most people would take the 100 mil over the 50,000. Common sense. And if you're a hustler, I would say I'm a hustler in a sense because I'm gonna work, I'm gonna find these side hustles, I'm gonna do research, I'm gonna do this and that. I'm trying to find ways because I got goals. I'm trying to get up. If you're a hustler, use that 9 to 5 to fund your hustles. I know this is a common thing a lot of people say, but it's true facts. If your paychecks is this much, and especially if you're young, you don't have many responsibilities, why not? If you don't got many bills, if you don't got children or whatever like that, all right, put some money to the side for you to save just in case. Invest some money just in case, and then that little extra, of course, you got to eat and stuff like that. But I will put invest and fund your dreams into the same thing. Put a little bit of that investment power into the stocks, a little bit of that investment power into resupplying. If you selling something in drop shipping, or if you doing this, you doing that, resupply with that investment money. Resupply, you know what I'm saying? Pay for advertisement with that. Do something that's going to help boost these other things that you're into with that investment money. You know what I'm saying? And the rest, you got to eat, you got to drink, you got to do regular basic needs, like I said at the beginning of the video, that for some reason we got to pay for, even though we all need it or we're going to die. Healthcare is hard to get to, yet you got to work super hard and almost kill yourself to get money to pay for something that if you don't have, you will die. It's a scam. Never become dependent on your job. Don't depend on it. Always have it as the side chick. You know what I'm saying? That's the best way to describe it. Your job will always be the side chick, never the main chick. The main chick should always be you. You should always be your own main chick. That should always be the thing that comes first. The thing, like, yeah, you cool, but I come first. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's my birthday. All right, we got to go big for my birthday. You know, the side chick always be like, yeah, I know you won't come over after the party over. You wanna? Nah.
The whole day is dedicated to the main. You gotta stay. I'll come over there when I'm ready to come over there. You won't get nothing special on no holidays. You don't get none of that. When I'm ready for you, I'm gonna come over there and we're gonna do whatever we're gonna do. And then after that, boom, none of that extra stuff. That's a part of the contract. You gotta follow the contract.
That's how a job should be. You should always be the main. You should always prioritize your family, prioritize your friends, prioritize vacations and mental breaks and stuff like that. Prioritize yourself. The job should always be the side chick. Even if the box good, even if she paying you good money, don't fall for the trick, bro. Don't fall for the trick. The side chick will give you all that, and then you leave the main chick, and now your whole life done messed up. Because guess what? The side chick, she a side chick for a reason. Like, you ain't the first dude to make her a side chick. Like, no. In reality, they aren't really dependent on you. Never be dependent on your job because they're not really dependent on you in the end. As soon as you leave, guess what? They're gonna bring somebody in to do whatever. You know what I'm saying? To do whatever you did, and if they do it better, they're gonna forget. If they didn't do it better, they're gonna be
like, dang, if he was here and blah 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 blah. But hey, it is what it is. We're gonna keep moving on. We're gonna keep making money regardless.
They'll place you in a heartbeat. Be smart. Take risks. Be yourself. Learn yourself, and be happy. That's really the moral of the story. Take risk. It's you at the end of the day. If you fail, who didn't fail? Nobody has never failed. If you fail, you fail. But guess what? It ain't a failure if you don't try. And it won't be a success if you don't try. It's always a 50-50 game, but it ain't a 50-50 game until you jump in the game. A lot of people just want to sit back and kind of live border the line so much. They don't want to be either or. They don't want to, they just want to, what's the word?
Shit.
Go down the path of the straight and narrow, however that term goes. They want to just do that the whole time. And they're not happy doing it for the most part. Some people are, I don't know, but it just leads to a long life where you wind up retiring at an age to where you can't really do nothing. And not everybody wants to do that. Not everybody wants to work for 40, 50 years and then retire when they're too old to actually do anything to enjoy their life, unless they, in their free time, stay physically active to where they can do something. But that isn't guaranteed for everybody. So the best thing to do, you know, they say be forever young. And being forever young isn't really an age thing. It's more of a life experience, happy, fun thing. When you're young, you seem to enjoy more. You seem to be satisfied by more. You just seem to ignore some of the bad because you just cherish the good more. You know what I'm saying? When you're young, things like Disneyland, going to McDonald's, just the things that adults don't really make a big deal. When you're younger kids, they just seem to, it means more to them. You know what I'm saying? That's just something, I guess that's kind of what forever young means. It's like just cherishing certain things. And you don't want your job to kind of take that away from you. You don't want your job to take the inner child, that part of you that stops you from just enjoying the little things in life, but also being able to live life to the fullest and always looking for more and trying to advance and become greater. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I take being forever young means. So it's just like with that, you want to be forever young. And the best way to be forever young is to take those risks and just explore life and just to be happy. You know what I'm saying? Explore who you are, what you like, and all stuff like that. Jobs won't do that for you. Jobs are just going to suck up your time and make you age faster. You know what I'm saying? This is just a video I just wanted to drop real quick. I can't talk today. A video I just wanted to drop real quick. I have more videos like this, just little talks. Clear my mind. I don't know. But that's it for me. I'm out. Too sweet.